Welcome back, toy fans, to episode 170 of Ronald's Reviews. And on today's episode, we've got some Bravestarr to look at. Cue the match. Welcome back, everyone. Now, like I said in the intro, today we're going to take a look at a few Bravestarr pickups now. The first one is something I've had in my possession for quite a few months now, and I picked it up from Indie Man Toys, and that was on a tip-off from a good friend of the channel, so we are going to look at that today. But also, after last week's video, this week I received a surprise gift from Steve, better known as Derby Collector. So let's go see what we've got.
On the dark and distant planet of New Texas, where even the sun is afraid to shine, it is the dawn of a new era. Cerium has been discovered, an element more precious than gold, the ultimate power source of the universe. But the discovery of Cerium brings with it new evil, Tex Hex and his deadly outlaws. To fight these forces of darkness and restore law and order, Earth sends just one man, Bravestarr. Both sides are armed with neutral lasers, emitting invisible beams. But who will win? Will Tex Hex rise to fight again? Has Bravestarr met his match? Their fate is in your hands. Bravestarr from Mattel.
Okay, so the pickup that I got from Indie Man Toys, and that was on a tip-off from Little Dave Vader, good friend of the channel. He's a local guy, chat to him quite a lot, he's a nice guy. And he got in touch with me one day. I think he'd seen the previous Bravestarr video where I showed Fort Cerium and a few other figures, and said that he'd spotted the Laserfire backpack at Indie Man Toys for $29.99, so I absolutely snatched it up. But what I didn't realise until I got it, as you can see, it's unpunched, but it also seems to be sealed. Now, I just assumed that this would be open, but it's not, so I don't know if this has ever been opened. So I'm sorry if you're tuning in, everybody, to see this opened up, put on Bravestarr and working. I'm certainly not going to open this, but I just thought it was worth showing because it was an absolute steal of a price, and I just think it's a really cool item. But I love the packaging. I mean, look at the packaging. I love the way it's all displayed. I always enjoyed, even though they had no window in the packaging, I always enjoyed Bravestarr packaging, just the way it's laid out, that huge red sort of chevron across there. And I love the fact that Bravestarr's in like really reflective gold, and I just think it stands out as packaging. I think it looks beautiful. So as you can see there, we've got the backpack on the front, got that huge logo, and then at the top we've got Tex Hex and Bravestarr fighting it out with their laser beams. And I just think this is a really, really cool item. Spin it round, and then we've got on the back, we can see just a few pieces of artwork showing Bravestarr and Tex Hex having a good go at each other there, and then just showing how they work, and a little bit of info there as well. But what was also another cool feature about these backpacks is, obviously when you press the button at the back, they fired out like an infrared beam, but it was also compatible with the neutral lasers that you used to be able to get. Now, they were full-size neutral laser pistols that you could use yourself to shoot with your mates, and they were compatible with that. So not only could you have a battle with your mates if you both had neutral lasers, you could actually battle with Bravestarr and Tex Hex. Now, the scale is obviously a little bit different, but you could fight those guys as well, and I just thought it was a really, really cool feature. So thank you, Dave, for putting me onto this. It was certainly worth buying, but yeah, because it seems like it's sealed and unopened, I'm not going to open it. I just think it's a cool display piece anyway. But also, like I've said in previous videos, the one cool thing that I loved about Bravestarr back in the day and Mattel is they were always thinking about your pocket. And again, you may remember if you watched the Fort Cerium video, that what Mattel used to do was they were clearly thinking about your parents' pockets when they were releasing these items and these figures, because they did it in various different ways. And what I mean by that is, this is a single pack, so this is just one backpack for Bravestarr on its own, but you could also get this in another separate pack, but that backpack was black and that was for Tex Hex. But you could also get them in a twin pack, so you could get both backpacks together. But you could even get the figures that came with the backpack, and you could get them in a single pack, so you could get Bravestarr on his own with the backpack, but you could also get Tex Hex on his own with the backpack as well. But you could also get a two pack, so you could get both figures together in one pack with both backpacks as well. So again, you could do it. You've got to assume that the twin pack was cheaper than buying two singles, and that's what I love. They were clearly thinking about your parents' pocket and offering you cheaper versions and more expensive versions, and whichever way you wanted to do it. And they did the same with things like Fort Cerium as well. So I just thought it was really good that Mattel did that back in the day. but this is a really cool piece. Like I say, I'm not going to open this. I'm just going to display this with my Bravestarr set as it is. But yeah, what a cool item. So yeah, again, thank you, Dave, for putting me onto this. I do appreciate it. And these are going for certainly more than that on eBay now, and they're not in anywhere near as good condition, so I'm really, really pleased with this. So that is another item to go into my Bravestarr collection, but we're now going to move on to the mystery gift I got off Derby Collector. Okay, and this week, guys, I got home one day from work last week, and this was sat on the table. Now, let's just take a moment just to revel in the bag, by the way. I mean, how awesome is that bag? We've got 8 very, very well-known vintage Star Wars characters on there, and of course we've got good old Fett there. So I'm definitely keeping that bag because it's absolutely awesome. But I got this, and when I opened the box, I looked at the tag, and the tag says, "Luke, just to thank you for the video, buddy. Your mate, Steve." Now, immediately, if you follow the channel, you'll know that I showcased Steve Derby Collector's collection room, or his collection, on the channel last week. And he sent me a thank you for doing that. Now, I just want to say, Steve, you've no reason to thank me, buddy. You did the work on that. All I did was a bit of editing and then uploaded it to YouTube. You did the work. You took us around the room. You took the time to do that. You spoke about each line individually, and that's where the time is, mate. Doing the raw footage, that must have taken you ages to do that. Now, don't get me wrong, editing does take some time, but it was minimal editing on that. You did the work on that video, mate. So why are you thanking me? I don't know. But of course, I'm extremely grateful. And obviously, thank you again, buddy. But I am going to contact you after this and tell you off whatever it is, because you did the work. Okay, but let's get into this and see what Steve has sent us. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can reach in. There's some packing peanuts I can feel in there. I'll try and get it out without them all going everywhere. We've got one item there. Come on, out you come. There we go. Okay, let's get the bag out the way. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Oh, no way. I can see what it is, ladies and gentlemen. So we have got Deputy Fuzz from Bravestarr. So I can only assume that this slightly bigger package, yeah, is his buggy. Oh man, that looks immaculate. Okay, so let's get this on the table properly and take a closer look. And there we go, everyone, and how awesome does that guy look? I mean, I am so made up with this guy. So let's just take a look at Deputy Fuzz. There he is. He looks fantastic. He looks in great shape. I'm really, really pleased with him. I'm going to give him a bit of a clean after this, but he looks so good. And a lot of the time you find Deputy Fuzz with no accessories. You know, he's not got his hat. And when you find his buggy is often, he's got the top piece broke here. That's often broken off. The trailer is often starting to go yellow as well. Sometimes the wheels are broken, but this one looks in amazing shape. I am so pleased with it. And this is going to look beautiful in my Bravestarr collection. Now, if you think Deputy Fuzz looks familiar, you might be right, because in the cartoon, he's got a cousin, and his cousin is with Tex-Ex, and his cousin is called Outlaw Scuds. And obviously they are almost like opposites of each other on the good guy side and the bad guy side. But honestly, Steve, I cannot thank you enough. This guy is awesome. But I have spoke to Steve in between unpacking this and this part of the video. He did say to me he's not quite complete, but that is absolutely fine. Whenever I get gifts, I'm just grateful to get them. I'm not concerned whether they're complete or not. Now, obviously, he does come with some tools, which you saw earlier on in the video. He is missing a shovel. A shovel should come with him, but also like a half moon shaped tool as well. So I am looking to get those, but I will add those. That's not a problem. He comes with a bit of Kerium as well, but I've also got some Kerium, so I'm not concerned about that. However, one accessory that you may not be aware of, and it is something that I never ever see Deputy Fuzz with. When he was originally released, he came with like a resin, like a rubber kind of resin whip. Now, why he came with a whip, I don't know, but he came with a whip. But it was made out of like this sticky resin rubber type material, and over time it always degraded and decomposed and just perished. And I never ever see a Deputy Fuzz on sale on eBay or in toy groups with that whip. I've never seen one to this day, so I don't know. Obviously there will be some out there, I'm sure, but I've never seen one, so I'm not going to bother myself with the whip, but I will pick up the other two accessories. But what's also amazing about this, it's a little bit like two birds and one stone with this, because The one thing I was missing in my Fort Kerrion playset was the key that opens the safe in the bank. Well, of course, as Deputy Fuzz is the deputy, part of his buggy is the key. So I've now got the key to the safe in Fort Kerrion as well. And obviously because Deputy Fuzz is the deputy, he keeps hold of it. So yeah, really, really pleased to get this in my collection. And yeah, I could not be happier. Steve, you sent this as a thank you. I'm not quite sure why. It's me that should be thanking you. You put in the work to that video. So yeah, I'm not quite sure if I've told somebody off and thanked them all at the same time, but I did that with you. Because obviously I'm very grateful and thankful to get this. It's amazing. But you did the work with that video, buddy, not me. So again, it should be me thanking you, but wow, this guy is awesome. I am so pleased. I'm going to get on to the accessories now, try and pick those up, but he's going to look beautiful in my collection. So yeah, could not be happier. So there we go. Okay, so let's get everything back on the table and we'll wrap up. So there we go, everyone. So I just want to say again, another massive, massive thank you to little Dave Vader for tipping me off about the Laser Fire backpack at Indie Man Toys. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that. That's a great pickup. I'm really pleased with it. I can't believe it's sealed as well, so I'm going to leave it sealed. If it was open, obviously I would have put it on Bravestarr, but as it seems to be sealed and unpunched, I'm going to leave it. So yeah, thank you for that. But again, a huge thank you to Steve, better known as Derby Collector. Steve, I don't know how you keep doing it, mate. You seem to always know what I'm chasing. It's not like I advertise it, but you just seem to know. So thank you so much, mate. But again, you didn't owe me any thanks. It's me that owed you the thanks. You did all the work on that video. I just did the easy bits. So, but mate, I'm going to treasure him. He will go lovely in my Bravestarr collection. So yeah, thank you again. So, okay, there we go, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by and giving me a shot. I hope you'll consider leaving a like and subscribing. And if you're one of my existing viewers and existing subscribers, thanks for sticking with me, everyone. I really do appreciate it. Leave any comments or questions in the comment section below. I always try to read everyone's comments and get back to everybody. And as always, keep collecting. I'll see you next time.